Last night, the New York Football Giants put on a display that was so pathetic. It looked like the kind of team you expected them to be without Brian Daboll's coaching magic. And you had to wonder why they did what they did with Daniel Jones. Truly pathetic performance. Last night before the game, the Giants were a 9-point underdog to Miami this weekend in Miami. They are now 11-point underdogs. They have not scored a first half touchdown.
No, normally I'd be all over this Giants number, but they have no O-line and they have no way of scoring. How are they going to keep up with one of the best offenses we've ever seen? Even if Miami is an off game, do they really score less than 30 points against this terrible Giants defense? And can we really trust Daniel Jones to put up more than 30 points with this offense that is just going to be inconsistent all year? They just don't have the pass blockers. And it's like, I'd love to shit on Daniel Jones. Yeah, he made some horrible reads and stuff like that. He was getting destroyed from the first snap on. Like, what was the final snacks? Do you even know? Was it 11? It was some absurd number. I don't know what the exact number was,
Yeah.
but it was crazy. Yeah, it was 11. So, you know, I want to be on the Giants here. Like, this feels like the spot to take them. Maybe I will by Thursday's show, but as you say right now, I don't have a penny on this Giants team. I don't know what to do with this just because I'm trying to find a way to convince myself and find a scenario where they can beat or cover this number against Miami. And it's really hard to get there. Like, this is a team that I think Chad talked about. Like, last year, we saw the best it could ever possibly be with Daniel Jones, it feels like, in this offense. And they got duped. They paid him the money, and that sucks, but that is what it is. So this Giants team, we were all over their under coming into the season. Just we all knew regression was coming, and it is hitting them hard.
It's so interesting, right? Because what did the Giants GM, what did Brian Daboll see in Daniel Jones to convince themselves that 1 year of him playing okay was worthy of the contract that they gave him? Nobody lives like that. Like, when there's a great employee who has one good year, you don't all of a sudden give them the biggest contract that you could possibly give and tie your entire future success to that person. Like, that's what Brian Daboll did. That's what this GM did. They tied their hands to Daniel Jones.
They're a little stuck though. Like, he won that playoff game, and they were like, "What are we gonna do? There's no other option. Are we gonna really go get Jimmy G?" So yeah, I'm with you on it. It felt like they were just stuck where, unless they came out and just said we're going to tank this upcoming year, which obviously they should have done now, hindsight. But yeah, I'm with you. They're kind of just stuck where it's like the guy won a playoff game. Are really not going to re-sign him. So I don't know the whole language of the contract for them, but I do think they can get out of it after next season.
Well, I hope so. Too bad they can't get out
Me
of it this
too.
season, right? So there's a couple things that I do think are worth paying attention to here. The Giants are terrible. 0 takeaways. Fifth team with 0 takeaways through 4 games.
Crazy.
All right. Number one. Number two, the Giants defense has 18 pressures on opposing QBs this season. That's the lowest in the NFL. Tua has been pressured on just 12 dropbacks.
And 11 of them come against the Bills.
And 11 of them came against the Bills, right? So the one thing.
No, this is bad. Even just when you're reading those stats now, it's like, shit, we might have to go fucking chalk and take Miami. Like, this number might be too low. This might need to be 2 touchdowns.
So here's the thing. We've seen this before. Teams who score 3 points or less the previous week, 61% against the spread.
They're that 39.
Okay, that could be. It could be right. Right. Exactly.
That's what that stat means.
61% doesn't mean 100%. It just means 2/3 of the time.
But no, I need a couple of broken eggs in there for the omelet. So they're the ones, man.
But we did see it. Listen, who was it last weekend? It was Tennessee, which we loved.
Yeah,
and it was
Bears.
somebody else, and
Washington,
and Washington, which we liked.
Thank you, Evan.
So like both teams. Also, I do wonder. Teron Armstead is out for Miami. Is this a chance where Wink Martindale's pressure gets through? Because we saw how badly Miami's offensive line played against Buffalo. getting pressure on Tua. Is this a small chance? Is that the window that the Giants can use to take advantage and keep this game, within 2 touchdowns?
He missed the first 3 weeks, so it don't matter. Like the way Mike McDaniel's designed the offense is he like basically is given to a hot read that's why he wasn't really taking hits. But you saw what happened. Miami was able to take them out of their flow, and that's when things kind of got erratic, right? But you saw that first quarter. I mean, even into that second quarter, when Tua's in rhythm, that offense is going. The heads will be spinning on the Giants defense. Like they can blitz all they want. McDaniels is going to counter it. Like this guy is a really good coach. That Bills scenario was just a perfect spot. So, like again, I was going to try to convince myself coming in here to get on the Giants. Just after talking to you, Chad, I think I hate to say it but chalk does win every now and then. This might be a nice spot to take some chalk on the Dolphins against just a decimated Giants team.
Well, also, look, a team that just was blown out coming back for a big win is not unsurprising and not a bad side to take either.
Yeah.
So, we're putting it on the board. It's on the board. We're going to continue the conversation.